Welcome to Legoland. That's right, welcome to Legoland Korea. Alrighty, you've just flown 12 hours to get to Korea from New Zealand, and you want to know whether or not Legoland Korea is going to be another theme park that leaves your wallet lighter and your patience thinner. Let me take you behind the scenes to show you why this just isn't going to be the case. From when you get off the shuttle bus from the Chonchuan station, it's going to drop you out of the front of Legoland. This is the entrance to the Legoland Theme Park. We're not going in there right now. We're just going to walk around to the right side to the hotel. Welcome to the Legoland Hotel. Come with us. We've booked for 2 nights at Legoland in Korea, and we are going to be visiting the park tomorrow. We're super excited. We booked online through the Legoland website, which is available in the English language as well. It included 2 nights, 1 day's pass park, and buffet breakfast as well. Okay parents, prepare for overstimulation central, because this is exactly what this hotel is. From the minute you walk in the door, you are greeted with Lego everything. I mean, it's the Lego Hotel. You wouldn't expect anything less. But let me tell you, there is a 24/7 playground inside the hotel. They also run all of these amazing activities that are included in the hotel package for free. On top of that, they've got a Lego store, a 24/7 convenience store, and a Lego themed pool. If you think that's it, you're wrong, because they also have a disco themed elevator. Dance break! Okay, if you're not convinced that this is the coolest hotel in the world, but also worth your money, then check out the hotel room. Now, there are a few things about the hotel room that are pretty cool. The first one is there is a built-in treasure hunt for your kid to complete. You get more free play Lego. There's a TV in the kids room that plays Lego movies, and then there's a TV in the big kids room. It has all the usual amenities, including robes that you can wear to and from the pool. Our room overlooked the entrance to the park, but it was so quiet that you wouldn't even know that you were inside a theme park. Now, the Lego you find it in your safe in your room, you actually get to keep and take home. How cool is that? Breakfast time. To Brick's restaurant to get breakfast. Okay, so I still need to work on my editing skills, because we just jumped from the room to buffet breakfast the following day. But part of the package that we booked is buffet breakfast was included. And the spread that they had at breakfast was amazing. There were so many different options, both Western and Asian food. If you're wondering whether or not your kids are going to eat breakfast, trust me, they will. There is something there for everybody. The food is delicious. It was very, very busy when we went. We left it a little bit late because we were in the last swimming session. So we were swimming in the pool between 9 and 10 p.m, which meant that we got a bit of a late night, but it was okay. By the time we got there at 9:30, a lot of the guests were getting ready to leave, so it was busy when we got there, but they were still replenishing the food as we were going, so we didn't feel like we were missing out on anything. My favorite part about the restaurant is this bibimbap corner. I love bibimbap, and the fact that you could just make it yourself, definitely 10 out of 10 for me. Right next door to the restaurant is the playground I was talking about, the 24/7 playground, yes, and our kid loved it. They also have the Skyline Cafe, which you can come to during the day, and they just serve coffee and snacks. You can also just hang out in the cafe after hours. It is directly across from the playground, so if you don't feel like sitting in amongst the chaos that is the kids' playground, then you can come and sit at the Skyline Lounge and just chill out while you supervise your kids having the time of their life. Tickets to the park were included in the package we brought. I do talk about it a little bit later on in the video, but normally you would go through these side doors from the hotel directly into the park, but because the day we were there it wasn't very busy, they just let everybody go out the front doors and come in the main gates, which was kind of cool because we got to experience the whole welcome to Legoland. And let me tell you, it didn't disappoint. We got inside, the music was pumping. It was Halloween, so everything was Lego Halloween themed, and because it wasn't super busy, we didn't have to worry about getting onto different rides. We just meandered around the park. We got to explore things, take our time, and we got to ride different rides several times over, including that tower in the back. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a breakdown how much it costs to get here to Legoland Korea. So we have based ourselves in Myeongdong in Seoul. We caught a intercity train here. It costs approximately 8,600 won per adult, so that was 2 adults and a child, all up from Myeongdong to Chuncheon Station, which is the closest station to Legoland. It costs 21,000 Korean won, which is about 25 New Zealand dollars. We then caught the free shuttle bus from the train station at Chuncheon to Legoland. That is part of the package if you book to stay at Legoland. Okay, so here's some cool facts about Legoland Korea. This Legoland is the newest one in the world until they open the new one in China. It is also the only Legoland in the world to be located on an island. Now, because it is so new, there's a lot of room around it for development, and while we were up the really tall tower that gave you 360 views of the park, we could see that they were definitely developing some new areas and some new rides, and it looked super exciting. Feeling so far on Legoland, absolutely perfect for little kids. You've got kids, I think, from the age of about 4 and upwards. They're going to have an amazing time at Legoland Korea. Don't worry about taking snacks in. The food here is actually very reasonably priced and super accessible. There are cafes and restaurants located throughout the park. The food is pretty typical theme park food, but of course it is Lego themed as well.
Very important monsters.
Alrighty, we're sitting at a monster castle waiting for the show to start. It is the middle of Halloween here, so everything is decorated for Halloween. It's monster themed, Lego monster themed obviously. It's very cute, it's very cool. They also have this little mission going on where you can go around and collect stamps and then you get a free prize. So I'll show you the pamphlet. So this is what we have been doing. We have been doing the Monster Castle stamp. Go around and you collect all of these different stamps here. Some of them require you to buy something. This one here, we had lunch at the Night's Feast Cafe. This one here required us to take a photo. We had to take a photo and upload it to social media. We got another stamp here once we got our prize. This is what we got for free for completing the mission. Only have an allocated number of prizes to give away. If you are coming on a weekend or just during a public holiday in general, I would encourage you, if they are running a competition like this, to get it done as soon as possible, because once they run out of allocated prizes, then that's it. We've also indulged in some shopping. I just want to show you what you can buy when you're here. We've brought the Ninjago set from Legoland Korea. It has the little ninja ride here. It has all the gates for when you enter into Ninjago Land, and obviously some characters as well, which is awesome. One thing that I've noticed that's really different from Legoland Korea compared to, say, Legoland America, the ability to buy merchandise like apparel merchandise is quite low. They do have some t-shirts available for kids, but not a lot. I really think that beyond the park, one of the coolest things about coming to Legoland was definitely the reminder of why we travel as a family. There are so many things at Legoland that both you and your kids can enjoy together. We had so much fun with our daughter. It just really reinforced why traveling with kids is just so fulfilling. breakdown of the cost to stay at Legoland Resort Korea is pretty good, to be honest, and it's one of the reasons why I just didn't hesitate booking. So to stay at Legoland Resort for 2 nights, it has cost us 705 New Zealand dollars and 46 cents. That is pretty good for 2 nights accommodation. Now included in that is 2 mornings worth of buffet breakfast, so you get to have breakfast at the Bricks Cafe, and we also got 3 one-day passes to Legoland. So all up to stay here, just basic package has cost us 705 New Zealand dollars and 46 cents. Sanity saving for you, then my answer is a big resounding yes. It isn't perfect, it is a theme park, so you got to keep that in mind, but it is totally worth it. Just a couple of things to consider. It is the end of the day, so I thought I would just add in some tips that we've found super handy. Our daughter is well and truly out of using her pram. We don't use her pram at home at all, but we decided to bring her fold down Edwards & Co pram because we have spent most days walking close to 20,000 steps a day, and for a little 4-year-old that is a long way, and we didn't want to have to carry her. Our one is 4 years old now. It has worked a treat. Our second tip also, I think, would be to bring a small or light water bottle. The other thing with Legoland, and this is my third tip, there are lots of playgrounds. Sometimes kids just need to be kids, which is, I guess, what Legoland is all about. Instead of walking around a theme park and riding on rides, they literally just want to climb all over everything. They want to hang upside down. They want to go on the slide. And the cool thing about Legoland is you can do that. You can take lots of breaks in between. All of this filming that I'm doing, talking to the camera, I am doing while my daughter is playing on the playground. Within the playgrounds and even within the lines when you're waiting for the rides, they have little boards and Lego, free Lego that the kids can play with. It is so cool. It is so worth it if you're thinking about coming to Legoland Korea. If you're in Korea already from New Zealand, just make the trip. Just do it. It's totally worth it.
매달리거나 기대지 마시고 다른 자세로 서서 기다려주세요.
So if you're thinking about whether or not to come to Legoland Korea, if you are already in Korea and you have kids, definitely kids from, I guess, the age of about 3, probably till about the age of 12, then I would say give Legoland a go. It is amazing. It is a great day's worth of adventures and activities, and honestly, there's something here for everybody.